welcome to Paranormal Vlogs Growing Up Paranormal, episode 15. In this episode, I'm going to show you some pictures that I got in water scrying. I have many other episodes. I have 14 other episodes, and the 13th was the Halloween special. And if you haven't seen any of my episodes yet, please go ahead to my Paranormal Vlogs playlist and check them out. There's 14, and with this it'll be 15 episodes. And in this video, you will see pictures that I got in water scrying of real spirits, entities, and interdimensional beings. So in this episode, you will see pictures of entities, spirits, and interdimensional beings as they appear in my water scrying. Now, I have many episodes with some of the water scrying pictures, as well as other episodes with water scrying tutorials and EVPs and other episodes with many other things. So check them out. Also, when I show these pictures, I will try to add the originals. Now, I don't add or change anything other than make it sharper and clearer, put it in a filter so you can see it better. It's just for visual purposes. I don't Photoshop. These are real images of real spirits, entities, and interdimensional beings. I also not only put the original, but I circle them and list. So let's start with the first one. The first one happens to be an angelic being. As you can see, it's the feathery wings. It appears to be holding something. This is the original, as you can see. And it appears to have long hair and wings, and the arms are feathery as well. See in back of the head part, it looks like there's wings that come out, as well as the arms are feathery and the gown is feathery. Now it appears to be holding something and some sort of a face behind it. It seems like a whole room. Also, if you notice, you could see an 1111. The numbers 1111, most people are seeing that all over the place, and it's some kind of a code. So 1111 is to the right side. You will see that as you look at it. They're well aware that I'm putting this on the internet and showing it for other people to see, as I always ask permission, and you will see in my other episodes of water scrying as well as water scrying tutorials. So as you can see, it's holding something, I believe, in its winged arms, and it also appears, like I said, to have wings in the back. Okay, so my next picture here looks to be a duck. Yes, I get spirit animals as well. And I have a pond out front, and I quite often have ducks out there. So I get all kinds of animals, and sometimes I get those same animals in my water scrying. And you can see that's clearly a duck, which looks to be a cat above it. So I have my cats that pass that I've asked to show themselves and see the cat. Now here I've outlined it and drew an arrow, and it appears to be a cat up above it. It looks like my cat Butterball is very fluffy who appears, and I did ask for him. But that clearly is a duck, without a doubt. And we're going to see it. All right, now this is a dog. I don't know who the dog is. I used to have two dogs way in the past. Now I have cats, but spirit animals do visit. You can clearly see the eyes, and this is the original. Has it appeared in my pot to the camera? Sometimes I don't see them with my naked eye. I do start to see the water cloud up. Now here I made it sharper and clearer for you, so you can see the characteristics better. Look at those eyes. You can see the emotion in those eyes. It's very clear. That is a dog, someone's dog. And here we go again. I like to give you enough pictures because I realize sometimes you can't focus. You may not see it at first. So in these pictures, see how I made them clearer and brighter? I put them in a different filter so that try to get more detail. In this picture, it seems to be two spirits. Now, see, it's like a spirit inside of ectoplasm. See, there's a face with a guy with an arm, and he appears to have a kind of a mustache that goes alongside of his mouth. Okay, but there appears to be another spirit behind it. Sometimes there's more than one spirit, and sometimes the main spirit blows out another spirit. And you can see the two eyes and eyebrows and forehead, and then they blew out another spirit. Can you see that with the two arms, the guy with hair, mustache, maybe glasses, and there's a person behind it. You could see their neck, what appears to be a shirt, and that's what happens sometimes. Maybe that's them. So they just blew out another picture. And what I mean by blow out, they blow out their ectoplasm. Here's a picture of a guy. He appears to have some kind of like frizzy hair. Maybe it's an afro. He has a thick mustache. His lips are big. His nose is wide. So sometimes their eyes don't come out clear. Sometimes they do, like in the dog, very clear. There you could see the face. You could clearly see his nose, his lips, what appears to be a mustache, his eyes, his eyebrows, and his hair seems to be sort of parted on the side. Here is another dog I caught. This is a more fluffy dog. This is the original, as it appeared to the camera from the pot. You could see the dog's eyes. They have more depth. Sometimes they have a problem showing their eyes. It doesn't mean they're evil because their eyes look black. Sometimes they have glasses, if they wore glasses in life. So here it's more clearer. I made it clearer and sharper. You can clearly see the snout, the nose, the eyes, the ears, and the fluffy neck. So this appears to be a fluffier dog. So I called it Fluffy Dog. Here it is in a filter made even clearer. And you see the eyes, see the expression? So I don't know whose dog it is, but he appeared to me. I've been getting dogs lately. So there he is again, as you can see from a distance. Now this seems to be a white haze in front of him. That's the ectoplasm. They need plasma to manifest. There's plasma in the sky, there's plasma in your body. Here is the original of a face I caught. It appears to be a guy with sort of long hair, not, he seems to be a little older. You could see his nose and his mouth, and it appears to be a bushy mustache. His eyes aren't defined. And we're going to see it again. Now, this picture, sometimes, like I said, there's two spirits in one. Sometimes one spirit blows out another spirit through the ectoplasm, but sometimes that spirit's just blowing out another version of him. And sometimes, as you can see, this is clearer. You could see his face more. Sometimes they're going to be facing different ways. Sometimes I get 5 to 6. See, I circled it here. Now there's another spirit. When you flip this over, and I'm going to show you when you turn this picture upside down, you could see the other face. Now either it's the same spirit trying to show you them two different ways. It's just the way they do things. I'm not sure why, but that's the way it is. As you can see now, this is the same picture flipped over. See the guy? See, he's wearing glasses. You can clearly see his glasses and his nose, and he's blowing out the ectoplasm of the face that we just saw before this. There he is again. You can see his neck. He looks to be a bigger, heavier guy. That's the face he was blowing out of his mouth, which is plasma, see? Now, right the other side up, upside down, is this heavier set guy with glasses. Here he is again. You could see his neck. You could see his shirt. You could even see the lines in his neck because he's a heavier person. And he blew out that other spirit, which is probably him in a different. There it is. I drew it in case you couldn't see where his glasses are, his nose, his mouth, and then he blows something out, which is another version of him probably. And here we go again. One more time, so just in case you didn't see, because I realize sometimes your eyes have to focus. Here we are again. Now here's another picture of the one I showed you before. I put it in twice, not realizing. I'm just going through my pictures. So there he is again, the guy with kind of, not really an afro, but it's parted on the side. Now here's a picture of a man with a beard and a mustache. He looks like he's sort of bald, but his hair on the side and is kind of long. You can see his eyes and his eyebrows, his nose. It's not as defined as some of the other pictures, but sometimes the spirits have a hard time. Some do it better than others. And you know, you got to understand the camera's going really fast. So they have a split second basically to get their image in there, and they do it as well as they can. So as you can see, now here's another spirit. You see that he has long hair. He's holding some object, whether it looks like the neck of a guitar. It actually does. He has long hair. You can see he has a decorative collar. It has some kind of embroidery. It's shiny. You can see his arms are holding something, but his neck, his head is towards us. He's facing out, but he's holding something. I could see his arms. He has a rather long neck. I did ask for a Pleiadian or interdimensional being to show themselves, so this could be that's my cat in the background. He likes to do this. Hold on. Okay, that was my cat. So here you can see I outlined it for you where his hairline is, eyes, eyebrows, nose. See? He's holding something. You can see his arms, and then he's holding something with his arms, and then his head is turned. Okay, so over here we have two faces. That's the original. And if you missed any of these, you could just play the video back again or pause it so you can get a better look. So here it is. I made it sharper and clearer. And there's the two faces. One appears to be a male, one appears to be a woman. They, like I said, sometimes they're in mid-forming. Now this one I made even clearer. Sometimes they can't always come in as clear as other people, spirits, entities, because they're still forming. Like I said, the camera is going fast. They have a second to get their image in, maybe 2 seconds. So there's the faces, and I've outlined it and labeled where their features are so that you can get a better idea in case you're having a hard time seeing it. Here it is again. And like I said, you could always go back and look at these and pause it for a better look. And those are the two faces. I don't know who they are. Here is a cat. I don't know if you can see it. I should have labeled it. Far away, you can see the two eyes, the nose, the mouth, the whiskers, the lines. I believe this is my cat Cuddles. Or my cat Spunky, that was a gray cat. But you could clearly see the eyes, the nose, the mouth. It's either that or an owl. Here is a woman's face. You see her? Her eyes, her nose, her eyebrows. But this is the original. But what's in her mouth is, for some reason, they blow the plasma out of their mouth. And I did look to see if there was an image upside down, but there wasn't. So it's just plasma coming out of her mouth. I guess that's how they do it. Here's another with the filter, the same woman. You can clearly see her eyes, eyebrows, and nose. And they need plasma to manifest. You have plasma in your body, and when you die, you release that plasma. And it's who you are. And you could, now this is a different more different eyebrows. It's a man, I believe. You could see his nose. Through the plasma is a little more, you could see it a little bit. It's more transparent. You could see the thicker eyebrows, deeper eyes, the bigger nose, part of the mouth, and that also is blowing out plasma. That's how they manifest. Now here is a guy who appears to have an afro. His nose is wide, his lips are big, but you could see he has like two shirts. It appears like a lighter t-shirt with a jacket over it. Can you see it? His eyes, I don't know if it's his eyes or if he has glasses, but like I said, they can't always make their eyes are the hardest. Animals seem to be have a better time at showing their eyes. And there he is again. This is another man's face with some kind of feathery hair. It's like encased in wings. Can you see it? And you can see his neck. He seems to have a necklace on and he has a jacket. Now, whether that's his bare chest and neck and a jacket, I don't know. That was the original. This is one enhanced by being sharper and brighter for you. See his eyes, his eyebrows, his wider nose, his lips, and that's his hair. Now, it seems to have like feathers. It's very feathery, but that's his hair or feathers. I'm not sure who he is. Now, this can be, see how I outlined it and I labeled it? Now, this could be an interdimensional being and they will look different. There's bird people, cat people called Lyrians. Uh, there's all types. This is a man, an older man. There's a line going through it like a light, but you could see his hairline, you could see his part. He has like long gray hair, he has a mustache, beard. He reminds me of the guy from Harry Potter, the old man. There he is again, a little clearer. Can you make it out? His mustache, his beard. I made it a little clearer, and he has an owl friend below him. So this it's like a Harry Potter. What was it, Dumbledore? Who's that guy with the long gray hair? There is the owl face. See it? Sometimes they bring friends. And he seems to have a bird above him. But there it is. I outline. I don't know what that white streak of light is. It could be his. He doesn't need as much plasma. He might need whatever that is to manifest himself. They have all different ways. He may not be a regular spirit. I think regular spirits need the plasma and interdimensional beings do not. This is another woman's face, different. Again, you could see her eyes, her nose, her eyebrow, and the plasma coming out of her mouth. So this is a spirit. Like I said, spirits tend to use the plasma to manifest, where other entities do not need that. They have some form of light. At least that's what I'm getting out of it. And there it is again. I made it a little sharper. This is a person's face. Looks like a man. It's really hard to tell. You could see the eyebrows. You could see his nose and mouth and sharp chin. So those were all the pictures I have for you today. Again, you can just go back and look at them and pause the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now and click the bell for future notifications, and keep checking back. You never know when I'm going to add a new one. I may pick this up back in the fall, you never know. And please share my videos and comment. Ask a question, say hello. Also, if you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe and check out my other playlist. I have a variety of different playlists. This is just one of them and it's called Paranormal Vlogs. And with this episode, it makes 15 episodes. So go check out my other videos and my other paranormal vlogs. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. And again, remember, I also have water scrying tutorials. So I go step by step for you to try it out. But don't try it out without watching. Also, I have a video where I do water scrolling right in front of the camera and then post the pictures afterwards. Also, I have one with EVPs and many of my stories of growing up with paranormal activity and experiences. So thank you for watching. Remember to like this video and say hello, give a comment. Any questions? Feel free to ask me them in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye.